Hello, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. Welcome, Blue Jackets fans and hockey fans alike. I am your captain speaking. Welcome to the podcast, and let's dive into some hockey content. Hello, Brigadiers. As you can see today, I'm wearing Canucks gear, basically because I am poor, and I don't have a lot of different changes of clothes that aren't hockey-related or just bland clothes. So you get to see my Henrik Sedin shirt. My wife got me that, and then my hat, which I kind of got for myself, but I like them. Anyway, let's see what we're talking about. And I just realized that I don't have my phone with me right now to time how long this video is, so that's great. I have a headache today too, so we are just off the good track. Anyway, we're going to talk about the Arizona Coyotes and the 3 questions I have for them. Number 1, which goalie's getting traded? And I'm sure Coyotes fans didn't want to hear that, but the Arizona Coyotes are currently over the cap at $84.2 million, and they have to be under by the start of the season, and that is $81.5 million. So they basically have to lose like $3 million by the start of the season. And they have 2 very good goalies, but they only need one since the rest of the team is basically abysmal, and right now somebody's doing lawn care next to my apartment, so if that's in the audio, that's great. So which goalie gets traded? Well, let's take a look at the past 2 seasons for these goalies, and I apologize if there's some mower or whatever in the audio. So Antti Raanta, the 2018-19 season, 5-6 record, 2.88 goals against average. Hey, I got that right. It wasn't goals above average this time, or whatever I said. It's goals against average, and I got it right. So yeah, 906 save percentage, 0 shutouts. Nothing to really write home about and say wow. And he's right by the window. Yikes. 2019-20 season, 15-14-3 record, 2.63 goals against average, 921 save percentage, 2 shutouts. Now, obviously, we know that Ranta's got potential, and he's just had some problems with injuries, and it's kind of just been a hassle for him that I feel like it's something that's held him back over the years. Let's hope he doesn't come back, that mower guy. And then we have Darcy Kuemper, 2018-19 stats, 27-20-8 record, 2.3 goals against average, 925 save percentage, and 5 shutouts. It was a great season by Darcy. This year was even better, you could say. The wins weren't there, but also the stats overall were just better besides the shutouts. 2019-20 stats, 16-11-2 record, and he's back for more, the mower guy. 2.2 goals against average, 928 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. Now, while Antti Ranta's contract is $250,000 cheaper, I think it's clear that Darcy Kuemper is the better goalie overall, especially that Raanta hasn't been able to stay healthy over the past few years, and Kemper's a year younger, which I know isn't a lot, but go with the younger option, even though he's, $250,000 cheaper. Really, this team just needs to trade Raanta so they can improve the roster in other places, because this team is bad. I don't know. They made the qualifying round, but this team is going to be a lot worse this year, I think. Now, the second question is, can Phil Kessel get back to his old form, or is he in decline? Phil Kessel just had his worst season since the 2007-8 season, and in my opinion, he's not going to bounce back. He's in his decline, and I think there's a few reasons for that. And I don't think it's entirely his fault. He is 33. It's not like he is a 25-year-old ready to hit that prime. But I think all the poor eating and the workout habits that weren't exactly great are catching up to him. I remember when I first really got back into hockey in the 2013-14 season, I think it was, a interviewer went up to Phil Kessel before training camp started, and they said, "Oh, Phil, what did you do in the off-season time? What workouts did you do?" And he basically said something along the lines of, "I haven't skated once, and my diet's basically just been McDonald's." So I think that could finally be catching up to him if he's still eating like that, and based off how he looks, I think that's still probably the case. Now, I think part of the struggle could be attributed to the fact that this is one of the worst forward core groups in the league, and they're relying on a 33-year-old to lead the charge offensively, especially since Taylor Hall left. If Phil the Thrill can't score points off the power play, then it could end up being a worse year for him than last year, which is terrifying since they're paying him so much money. But let's take a look at the past 5 seasons for Phil the Thrill. Best name ever. 2015-16, his first year in Pittsburgh, 26 goals, 33 assists, 59 points, 17 power play points, 4 goals, 13 assists, not too shabby. 2016-17, 23 goals, 47 assists, 70 points, 30 power play points, and I think he's coming back for more. No, he's not. 30 power play points, 8 goals, 22 assists. 2017-18 season. This is where it gets really good. 34 goals, 58 assists, 92 points, 42 power play points, 12 goals, 30 assists on the power play. And that is more points on the power play he had in that season than he did this entire year in total, regardless of power play, but just total points. And then the 2018-19 season, 27 goals, 55 assists, 82 points, 36 power play points, 12 goals, 24 assists. And now this is his first year that we're going to talk about with the Coyotes 2019-20 season, 14 goals, 24 assists, 38 points, 17 power play points, 9 goals, 8 assists. As we can see, he's not exactly tearing it up on the power play like he was previous years. It's more like his, first year in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Where he's getting to gel together. I think that the problem is he's making $6.8 million over the next 2 years every year, so that's, pretty good chunk of change that the organization's going to have to pay. So I think it could be tough. This contract really could look bad, this year probably, but the year after, yikes. I think this could look really, really bad. So Coyotes fans, buckle up. Prepare yourself for more Feel the Thrill. The organization's got to prepare themselves. This man's a hot dog eating champion. Did you see how he stuffed the Stanley Cup with hot dogs? I think honestly at this point he's more concerned with golf and then when he's going to go to McDonald's. But I've always loved Phil Kessel as a player. I've always loved the fact that he hasn't taken physical training seriously. That's great. I love the fact that he eats terrible. I'm sick of hearing about these athletes saying, oh, I've got this weird diet. You don't even know, it's just crazy. And it's like, that's not even real food. And Phil, he's not eating real food either. He's eating McDonald's, but at least he's owning up to it. And then my third and final question is, can the Coyotes get past all the controversy? Let's face it, the Coyotes have had a worse 2020 season than any other team in the league, and it's basically because of all the drama. This team, it's like you're writing a horror story for a sports franchise. They had to deal with their GM, John Chayka, leaving unexpectedly, their ownership group calling him out, losing their second-round pick in 2020, their first-round pick in 2021. They got fleeced in the Taylor Hall deal, and he left after one season. And, they're feeling the wrath from everybody from the Mitchell Miller incident, which is, more information starting to be leaked out from that. And honestly, I think that they just need to keep their head down low and stay out of the news for anything non-hockey related. It'd be nice if they were winning, but the problem is they're not going to be, so they're probably still going to get bad press because of the poor play that's probably going to be out on the ice. I think that they just aren't going to have enough offense. They're going to be a good defensive team, but the wind's really strong too, so if you hear that, I apologize. But Arizona is just kind of in no man's land. This is not a team that has recently won a championship and that's competed or anything like that. This is a team that overspent, that is in cap, am I allowed to say? We'll just say HE double hockey sticks on here. I don't know if you're allowed to say that. Anyway, they're there. And it's not even like they've been a contending team. They've got a lot of bad contracts. Luckily, they're coming off the books. And they've lost their picks. So what do you do with a bad team that's stuck with cap issues? You usually rely on picks to get you out of that. But oh wait, you got caught with all this drama and you lost your second round pick this 2020 season. And the next season you lose your first overall pick, or your first round pick. And then you have the Mitchell Miller incident. We're not going to go too much in that. If you don't know the Mitchell Miller incident, you probably don't follow hockey. Look into it. It is not good. And obviously, like I said before, they lost their GM. This team, I don't want to say a true dumpster fire because there are some pieces to like, but this team is just yikes. Coyotes fans, all I can say is enjoy this year. What stinks for you is the fact that you're moving over to the Central, not this year, but the year after. So then you've got Colorado, Minnesota, Dallas, St. Louis. You've got plenty of teams to whoop up on you there. This is going to be a long, long rebuild, I think, for Coyotes fans. And it's going to be rough, but you'll get through it. Trust me. Okay, the Canucks were terrible a few years back, but we made it through. Anyway, I think this is going to wrap it up for me today. I apologize if the audio is kind of crummy because of stuff outside. And I apologize if I don't bring a spunk because I have got a major headache and I think I'm going to lay down now and then I'm going to end up... Oh, we had a little pop. My wife's ankle popped off screen. Anyway, this is going to be a weirder video. Everybody have a great Tuesday. I look forward to seeing you Thursday. We're going to be talking about the Bruins and everybody stay safe. Have a great week. Stay away from COVID. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes, and hockey fans in general. This is your captain signing off. Have a great week.